we're tracking it onto other parking lots, might we be tracking it into our homes? Because you get out of your car, you walk across a parking lot, and then you walk into your house. So we did a study to assess house dust, and we analyzed indoor dust and outdoor dust for 23 ground floor apartments in Austin. 11 of those had parking lots with coal tar-based seal coat. 12 of them had parking lots that either had the asphalt-based seal coat, asphalt without any seal coat at all, or concrete. We used that's a special vacuum that's approved by the EPA and the ASTM for collecting house dust samples. I know it looks like a cross between something out of Molly Maid and the Jetsons, but it works very effectively. The dust is collected in a little glass jar, and then the vacuum comes apart into a bunch of pieces that you can then clean, put back together before you collect your next sample so that you can avoid cross-contamination problems. The reason that we are interested in this is that there's an issue with dust ingestion. In particular, children, toddlers ingest dust through hand-to-mouth behavior and through object-to-mouth behavior. There have been a lot of studies on PAHs in house dust. None of them have successfully explained the very wide range of concentrations that have been found in house dust. But none of them have considered coal tar-based seal coat either. So we thought this is an opportunity to see if this is playing an important role. We gathered information about every variable that we could think of that might possibly affect PAH concentrations indoors. We did, of course, include smoking. I understand you've been told that we excluded smoking data from our study. That's not true. We found out about smoking, incense, fireplace use, and a number of variables that aren't on there because we wanted to try and tease out which of these are contributing to PAHs in house dust. None of these were statistically significant. What was statistically significant was the presence or absence of coal tar-based seal coat. And here's the numbers we found. So on the left, we have our 12 apartments that have something other than coal tar-based seal coat on the parking lot. And on the right, we have the 11 that have the coal tar-based seal coat. Here's the outdoor and indoor numbers, and there's the outdoor and indoor numbers. Inside, there's a difference of a factor of 25. So if there was coal tar-based seal coat on the parking lot, on average, the dust inside had PAH concentrations that were 25 times higher. Outdoors, the difference is even higher. It's a factor of 530. We did find that an additional explanatory variable was the intensity of urbanization in the area, and that also didn't explain as much variability as the coal tar-based seal coat, but it did explain some of the variability, and it may be that that is that off-site transport that's playing a role there. So, one thing I wanted to point out to you in case you're curious, let's take a look at the actual numbers for the outdoor samples because I want to show you where those with the asphalt-based seal coat show up so that you can see that they seem to be about the same as those that don't have seal coat at all. So those were the 3 parking lots that had the asphalt-based seal coat. And that came out in winter of this year, fairly recently, and it did get quite a bit of attention.